Hey guys, it's currently Tuesday. So far today I went on my little walk and then I was getting the vlog edit finished. The vlog that went up today. I was editing it very last minute, but it's up now and I just had my lunch. And now we're gonna get to a little bit of decluttering to start off this vlog. So in January, one of my friends invited us other friends to participate in a decluttering challenge where we had to get rid of something every day for the month of January. And we have a little group chat for that, and we're reviving the challenge for August. I definitely got rid of more than one thing per day in January, so I don't know how much is left. But this house is full of stuff, so I'm sure I can find some items. Like, I feel like my decor needs to be gone through, seasonal decor especially. And there are a couple closets upstairs I never did get to with the initial decluttering, so I could hit up those. My closet's always so full because it's full of blank samples, and I don't necessarily want to get rid of a bunch of those, but maybe tuck them away somewhere else so it's not just filling up the closet. I don't have to sift through that stuff when trying to find what to wear. It's currently August 5th, and I have yet to actually submit anything to the group, so I need to find 5 things today. So the porch is the area in question. We have a closet here with a bunch of cleaning supplies and tea towels, paper towels. Over here, it's always a mess. We keep some recycling stuff here, and then once it builds up, we take it into the garage. My coat fell. Oh. Then there's this closet as well. It's got some jackets, helmets, shoes, you know, just your typical closet stuff. But I need to go through it. Filming's not really working out over here. It's so dark. I'll just find my items, then show them to you. Oh, guess who just found money? That's 30 bucks right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, Toques. We need to whittle this down a bit. Something's telling me to let this one go. I don't even remember owning this. I must have been gifted it. So apologies to the person who gifted it to me because I forgot about it. This one feels nice and all. I'm not a big fan of the color. It was gifted to me by one of the blanks companies that I order stuff from. They had sent me a card one year for Christmas and a water bottle and this toque, and I'm just gonna pass it on. Oh, that's soft. Oh. Okay, this one I'll let go. This one definitely needs a wash. Actually, these probably all do. I like this style of this one and this one. This is one of the ones I wear a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of the texture of this one. We'll let that go. Same with this one. And I do not need 2 gray ones, but I like how this one's a different style, you know, no pom-pom, it's thinner. This one's like a heavy-duty winter one, but it's so soft, so I don't want to get rid of it either. This is the one I like the least of the remainders in terms of feel and construction and stuff, but it just looks cute with the color because it's got that peachy pink tone that looks good with my hair and my skin tone, I feel like. The color suits me. I have 7 here, 5 on the floor to get rid of. If I get rid of one more, then we've whittled it down 50%, you know? You know what? We're saying goodbye to this one. I feel like it's the one I'm gonna gravitate towards the least. 6 toques, a scarf, this bag of masks, and this. I didn't realize we still had so many of these bags. Because I knew there was a pile in there, but I thought a lot of them were our big bags that we take to Costco. And I mostly use my Baylee J bags, plus the big Costco ones. And we have a couple big totes. These things, I have a couple of them I've gotten as freebies, and those are very handy as well. This has seen better days, holy. It's a neck warmer. This is my only neck warmer, so I'm probably gonna keep that, but it's gonna go in the wash along with the rest of these. I found another toque. This was the emergency in the trunk of the car winter gear. This one I'm definitely keeping, and these are my best mitts, so I'm for sure keeping those. I'm gonna say goodbye to this Minnie Mouse purse. There were some interesting finds in here. A Chuck E. Cheese token, I've never been, and in the side pouch, bobby pin and Allen key, and a miniature, whatever this, clothespin. That's heavy duty. My hair's way too thin for this. For day 5, my item is going to be these flip-flops, which I bought in Vegas once because I needed some alternate shoes because my feet were hurting. But they're very cheapy, and I don't need to keep them. I have different black flip-flops. And these toques, by the way, I'm counting as 1 day. So this is the full spread. The purse will count as tomorrow's item. I've got more shoes from the closet I'm getting rid of. I don't know where the pair is for that sandal. It's just gone. I don't know. Hopefully I can find the missing shoes so that I can donate it and someone can make use of it. I'm also getting rid of these 2 jackets. We've got this lacy raincoat, and I have this TwitchCon drawstring bag and this Pokemon lanyard. It's really cute, but I just never wear it. And then this bench one is getting a little small on me. I can barely zip it up, and I have other jackets I wear instead. So saying goodbye to both of these. So not only did I catch up on days 1 through 5, I'm set for the next several days. So here's how the closet's looking now. I know it's hard to see. Alrighty, I'm back downstairs. I just posted a short to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I had edited 4 videos last week, 4 short form videos, and I only posted 1. The day I edited them, I posted 1, and then I just never posted the rest. So I got 1 going up today, and then we got 2 more queued up to go. Oh, hi, baby. Hello. Don't worry, you won't be thrown out with the declutter stuff. No, we won't donate you. We'll keep you. I mean, yeah, sure. We'll keep you. Look at all these sweatshirts and stuff. Whoa. Christian's been busy. So for the rest of the day, I'm going to do some miscellaneous shop prep. Maybe quality check some sticky notes, maybe some prints. If I hit up just the sticky notes, that could almost be enough to fill the rest of my day. I want tomorrow to be an art day working on Gazebo cats. And then tonight we're going to the Lion King, like the stage production of the Lion King, which is going to be so fun. And tomorrow I want that to be my art day where I work on Gazebo cats, finish off the sketch and start transferring it onto the mixed media paper, get started on the coloring, just get as far as I can really. Because finishing that one's going to be a big job. It'll take me a little while. But yes, let's start with the sticky notes. They're right there. They're asking to be quality checked. Got through all the forest cuddles. Now I just have these 2 bricks of the shady shamrocks. Done. There are 2 B grades for shady shamrocks, and I didn't find any for forest cuddles today. I forgot about these. But look at this BB brick. So cute. And now on to these ones. I'm at least going to get them out of their box, but I'll probably quality check them after supper if I have time before the Lion King. See, I need to go start cooking. So I'll cook up some chicken with some miscellaneous sauces added to it. And then I'm going to cook some veggies. We'll use up the rest of this veggie blend and then add in some corn. And also a side of mac and cheese, but with penne instead of macaroni. I forgot we had these beets, so I'm going to cook those up too. Bit of a weird assortment, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, freshened up real quick. Changed my shirt because it was stained. Got a skirt on. I'm ready to go.
5 minutes. Please take your seats. Ushers, prepare to close the doors.
Jubes at the Jubilee. And it's now the next morning. Lion King was so good. Oh my gosh. Of all the musicals I've seen, definitely the most visually interesting, visually beautiful. I'm just glad I finally got to see it because this show's been on Broadway for like 20 years or something. And it did come to Vancouver when I lived there, but I didn't know until it was the last day of the show. So I missed out and I was always so bummed about that. So I'm glad I finally got to see it. Because it's based around animals, there's a lot of puppetry involved. Like the main characters are just like humans with a mask on their head. But there are a lot of the other wildlife animals like gazelles, giraffes, elephants, that kind of stuff where it's stuff being puppeteered, and there's different ways. Like sometimes it's a person kind of incorporated into the suit of the puppet, sometimes it's completely separate. It's just so neat. And then Mufasa and Scar, their face masks, they sit on their foreheads, but if they move their head a certain way, it drops down in front of them, and it's just so smooth and sleek the way they do it. And they made use of the aisles a few times throughout the show where there'd be animals coming down the aisles and stuff like that. They even had some performers up on the balconies with their birds on the long poles. It was just so immersive. And like the very first song, they're doing the Circle of Life thing. All the animals are on the stage and I'm like tearing up because of the nostalgia. Plus I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so stunning. It was like first song and I'm already crying. And just the sets were so neat, so clever with their use of various transparent screens that would come down, or like the looks of the stars in the sky were pretty. Interesting shapes, like the diagonal shapes of Scar's cave area. The elephant graveyard was stunning. And I'd say my favorite song was Be Prepared because it just looked so cool with the big elephant carcass and the colors, the dancing. And I was surprised they had actual child actors for young Simba and Nala, but it just made it so much better, especially the like parent-child dynamics. Simba playing with Mufasa and stuff like that. I was like, oh my heart. Because I thought they would just get short adults or something, but they had actual kids. And they had worked a few Canadian-specific jokes into the show as well. It was a good time. Now, I did not get through my final sticky notes last night. I still have a couple bricks of the forest cuddles. I'm not even going to hit those right now. I'm just going to throw them aside. Because it's art day, I'm going to work on the not forest cuddles, gazebo cats. I'm going to work on that art. It won't be a full art day because it's already the afternoon because I was doing some admin and editing stuff in the morning, as I always do, but we'll at least have the afternoon. So I'm doing the sketch digitally and I'm going to be coloring it traditionally with marker and pencil. But this is how far I've gotten. We've got some cats in there. We need more cats. We need more. Cats, props, little bits and bobs. So the sketch is almost done. I'm so close.
I know I've let you down. I made the same mistake. I am the worrying kind, resting my life away. Be here, you know I really want you to stay. Later, when you then go, you will somehow still remain. Remember the time I told you the way that I felt, that I'd be lost without you and never find myself. Patience, let's do the numbers before we judge. Someday, all of this mess will only make us laugh. top again. Champagne on a Tuesday, and when I'm with you, the weekend never ends. It's silly, but sometimes I can feel your lips on mine. Lovers be lost, but we will stay on a solid ground. This time, it is for real in another way. Will you be my only and dearest every day? So find me at the rainbow's end, and we climb right up to the top again. Champagne on a Tuesday, and when I'm with you, the weekend never ends.
Okay, I think I have all the cats I need now, and I need this to be clean enough to trace as line art, so I need to go in and fill behind objects. Like this chair, for example, you can see the gazebo behind it. I guess I could erase lines or fill in, whichever way I want to do it. And like, you know, the poles cutting through the cat, and like you can see all the lines behind the kitties. It's going to be really hard to trace, and like the plants overlapping with the gazebo. I have to clean all that up. I might just go with coloring instead of erasing. That way it's not destructive. So on top of the clean sketch layer, for example, I guess I would need a color the same as the background, but I'm going to have the background be white when I trace this, so let's do that. Ah, blinding. So then on this layer, which actually, we're going to need a couple of these. So this is underneath the moss and vines layer, so if I color here, it's going to cover the gazebo, but not the moss. It just looks like a calico kitty or something. Let's use this studio pen. Okay, so we'll go in and color like this. This plant's gonna be in front of that pole, so let's erase around there. Oh, that's all in the same layer. Yeah, I gotta be careful for some of these. The plants and gazebo are on the same layer. That's actually real annoying for this part. Why didn't I do that separately? I got my very own real life gazebo cat.
I'm a little ducky swimming in the graphite.
In the graphite.
And it pops.
Yeah, I love the ducky on that color. It looks so good. And she's up. How can you not like cats? I don't trust anybody who doesn't like cats. I barely touched my tea during that, and now it's ice cold. I keep finding tiny areas I forgot to color in, but I think it's good enough. Hopefully I can trace this all right. On thick paper, it's harder to see, and it's a lot of detail. So here's hoping it works. It took me longer than anticipated to finish all that. I was really struggling with some of the kitties. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. And this, I love this guy. Look at it. Now, I'm going to print this out small on pieces of paper as little thumbnails, just so I can test colors and plan the colors a little bit better, because I do have this. This was my original idea sketch, and then I was playing around with some colors, but I just want to play around a little further and just establish values. I feel like it's going to be a little similar to Forest Cuddles, where the background is lighter than the stuff in the middle and around the edges. Just like this. So behind the hut is the lightest part. It'll probably be a little like that. So there we go, printed off various sizes. These ones are almost too tiny. It barely was able to print the details. YGO1 is one of the go-to greens I used in Forest Cuddles. I used it a lot for the grass. Now, what color did I use for the darker bits? I don't remember. I really wish I would have written down all the colors. I think I started writing down some of them at one point, but I think there was some G02 in there. Maybe that's too dark. G00? Oh yeah, that seems a bit right. At least for the more bluish areas. Then I need the pale 000 and 000 colors for the background. See, there can be additional tree leaf shapes kind of dotted in marker. And similar to the original, I want some blue shadows, so I'd use B0s, various B0s for the shadows. And we cannot forget about the YRs. It was like YR01 or something. Probably a couple different YRs, depending how pale the object is. But adding that peachy color in everywhere, oh, it's my new favorite thing. Oh, it's a green object, like specifically foliage of some kind. We're adding this in. And of course a bunch of that on like the dirt. So this is not a stone path, it's a dirt path. Or like dirt worn into the grass. I'm also going to have to plan out what color each kitty is, what kind of a coat color they have. There's also dirt around the plants. I might make that a little bit darker than the rest of the dirt. Don't even have the chart out right now. Oh! Now these E90s would be good for some orangey tones, and of course there are actual oranges. Ooh, YR24 looks nice. Okay, here's where we're at. I got it roughly planned out. You know what, let me add this. The small ones were meant to be more for like overall values, but I was getting kind of detailed with it. I've left all the cats white because I don't know what color each one's going to be, except this one I figured it would be nice if it was similar colors to the gazebo, just to tie it in a little bit, so there's some of those colors over here. And then I'll probably use one of the bigger illustrations to plan out the cat coats. Probably the biggest one, honestly. The gazebo shadow colors need to be bluish, just like everything else. So that's going to be a little different, a little tricky compared to green, because green and blue are so similar, but shading the orange with blue, that will be interesting. Now, sadly, I think I'm going to have to leave it at that for today. I was hoping to go a little further, but I forgot I need to pack some orders, because a lot have been coming in. I didn't pack any yesterday because Christian was still embroidering stuff, but now he's got a nice big pile for me, and he finished off one of his batches of 20 orders and is starting on the next. And so it's the perfect time for me to pack, especially because there's also a mail pickup tomorrow. So I would like to at least get some of those done today, and then I'll do the rest tomorrow. I was about to start filming the pile of shirts, and then I was like, something's off about this. This isn't right. It says boxy. This is not a boxy tee. This is a baby tee. So I'll have to get him to redo that one. I don't have any baby tees listed on the website right now, but you know what? This is kind of a happy accident because I love the look of the ducky on this. I'll have to keep that in mind whenever I release something on the baby tee. I was considering Pink Luna, but I think that's just too big of a design. Too big and solid for the baby tees because they have a lot of stretch, so they can pucker a lot. But the ducky stitched out quite nicely on there. But also, look at this. Look at the stationary design on the blue pocket tees. It looks so good, and that's with the new lighter purple. Oh baby, she's so cute. A lot of the designs look good on the light blue, probably because a lot of them are pastel-ish. What's this one? Oh yeah, of course. We know stationary looks great on the baby blue. What's this one? I guess this is not really baby blue, but it's a light blue. Pink Luna. Gorge. It's really filling up over here. All right, we need to find a large Luna Mint hoodie in black. Could this be it? Oh, medium. That's it. Scared I'm gonna knock everything on the floor. Bubbles. This is for Lisa, by the way. Now for Melanie, we need that Luna Mint that we just saw in the medium, and a witch hat black, also a hoodie, and then brown zip. So that one's good to go. Brown zip medium. And we saw a witch hat. Is this it? No, not that one. Haha. Laura's getting the Halloween Cats pocket tee in faded black. Okay, I packed up the 20 orders that were in the batch Christian was embroidering. He's now moved on to his next batch, but yeah, I got those packed. And then I went through the orders and looked for any that did not have any apparel items that I could just pack right away. And I got through all of those. 4 bags here, and I have 96 orders left to pack. And it's going to take us a little while to get through those because we only have the 2 embroidery machines. There's only so much we can do in a day. It's going to depend on like how big of designs people chose, how many apparel items there are per order, because it took Christian 2 days to get through 20 orders, and considering there are about 100 left, that would mean 10 more days, 10 weekdays specifically, so it might take us another couple weeks to get through everything, but hopefully during not a big drop like this. Like, this is the launch of Made to Order. Of course, there's going to be a lot of them, but during a normal week, I'm hoping we can get stuff out within a 1 week turnaround time. But like right now, we have more orders than we can handle. So I appreciate your patience and us getting through these. And I have ordered some replacement blanks for some of the stuff that sold out. Some of it's already here, some of it's not, but I'm not gonna list that until we're closer to being caught up because I don't want us to fall even further behind on orders. So it'll be a little bit before we restock those. But this is a good problem to have. So thank you so much for all the orders. I'm loving the love on the Made to Order drop, and I love seeing all the different color combinations for the embroidery. And I'm gonna end the vlog here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. It's hours later. I finished up the vlog edit. I still have to upload it, but as soon as I was done the thumbnail, we had to take off because we were meeting up with a couple friends. One lives here in town, one does not live here but was in town for a business trip, and so